Alright, I have saved myself from a terrible fate. And now the plan is to go upstairs to the parking lot via the ladder. And then make my way through the parking lot and out. Seems trivial, doesn't it? And yet, with so many places unexplored, so many puzzles unsolved, I get the feeling that we will come back here, won't we? Curious. I also get the impression that there's not that much to see in the underground facility. There are just 3 levels, though. Fascinating. Well, either way, let's head on up. Oh boy, what's outside? What awaits me there? Because I haven't crafted any more ammo. Any zombies here? A cop, Carl. You're a cop. Maybe there's Chris Redfield over there. I have speculated that possibly these events take place simultaneously with what is going on at Spence Manor, or Spencer Manor. So for all we know, Chris and Jill and Barry are all busy over there, as the whole place has gone to hell. And if that's the case, then the moment they come back in the helicopter, they'll get to this. Not the most, not the best welcome party. Not the most, not the most comforting sight. Yeah, you know. How and why? Seriously, there's a car running. Who left it there? Claire? It could be Claire. What do I need to insert over here? A card. Thank you. Insert card. I don't have a...
Damn.
Behind you.
Need a key card.
Behind you! Behind you! Oh, hell no.
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't have shotgun ammo. Claire! Claire, help! Yeah, this is where you die. Unless... Chris, Jill, Claire, Barry!
Hey!
Who is that?
Stay sharp.
Are you Jill Valentine? Don't.
Lower it.
Ada Wong?
FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
Hey!
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where you going?
That's also classified?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
How do I get out of here and where do I go?
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
She presumably locked the door behind herself. I'm going to search the place before I actually go after her. Obtain the parking garage keycard. She did save his life. And that made me absolutely smitten with her. But on the other hand, she was very dismissive. She wasn't particularly nice. On the grand scale of things, though, not only closed but locked. On the grand scale, I think saving his life significantly outweighs not being particularly nice. That's the way I see it. When I encounter people who are particularly nice to me, but say try to end my life, no, I'm not particularly in favor of them. I would rather they have the flaws. Maybe even use harsh language, but you know, all in all, in the end, help more than hinder. Not going to obsess over language that much. And why, you could sum it up, presumably, almost certainly, by saying that actions speak louder than words, so it's not a particularly unique concept. Is this open? Yes, it is. This is presumably... Do yourself a favor, don't go there yet. Search this place first. A bit of handgun ammo, reload, and we're back in business. This is the layout. Here's the parking garage, and you can leave through there. That is your way out. All according to plan. Now, as you go through here... which notably isn't this spot. Well, you know, I could just pick up the map. Police station, basement 1 map. Of course, this is a part of the police station. We just got out. Of course. This is the basement of the police station. But, how do you get to the rest of the police station from here, then? How does that work? There needs to be some sort of way. How do you access? Yeah, this is presumably the way. You go through here. But yes, we have just received a map of this entire place. At least this part to the east. Now this part to the west remains mysterious, and presumably that zombie will get up and will chase me, harass me, and so on. Oh, I miss my shotgun shells, but I'm not going to waste ammo on that. Now, as you can see, here's the kennel with zombie dogs inside. And you have to go through it if you want to reach the morgue. Very bizarre setup, but that's presumably because the corridor over here is blocked, and ordinarily you just go through there. So it's not really an intentional setup. It's just a result of all the mishaps. Here's the firing range. Maybe we'll find something useful there. Ammo. Possibly weapons. Probably not weapons. Maybe some key cards, buttons, anything that would allow me to unlock further weapons at the armory. Something. I presume I will not be able to find the card until I search the entire police station. Here's the generator room. I have no idea why I need to fire up the generator, but presumably I have to. There's the morgue. That's the last place you want to be in during a zombie apocalypse, in all likelihood, but I was tempted to say that we are. Well, not quite there, but that's the situation. So yes, parking garage, kennel, morgue, generator room, firing range, and the way upstairs. The way upstairs spits you out in the east wing, though. Not necessarily where you want to be, but then again, where do you want to be? Thankfully, I've boarded all those windows up, so perhaps the ingression of the zombies is not that much of an issue. They'll get up, they'll just get up. That. I have completely depersonalized this guy, even though he used to be a man at some point. Jailer, are the zombies locked up? I am petrified. What's down through here? Nothing as far as I can tell. Well, this leads somewhere, but it's closed. It's not even marked as a door. You can't go through there at all. Perhaps ever. Oh, I don't like this idea. It feels like I'm walking into a trap. Hi there. I hate this. Oh no! You know what that will do. Presumably. Well, it's not that you necessarily know, but you can probably... Hey!
Hello?
You're still alive though? Who are you?
I don't believe it. A real human.
Who are
Hello,
you?
human.
You been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Irons sent you.
Irons. You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did.
What was the reason?
I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What do you mean, it?
What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here!
Is that...
Oh my god. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
What happened?
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here.
How? He's got the
Wouldn't
card.
want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
I'm sorry.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Hello, nice to meet you. Please.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk.
Wouldn't
Name's Ada.
Ada Wong. I knew it.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
Well, I've heard of her. Stumbled upon... Well, I've stumbled upon basically the information that she exists, and that's what she's called, and also I've stumbled upon the name Ada in Resident Evil 1. I don't know much more beyond that. I know this tool will be useful in some context, but I'm not sure which machines it works in. There's this thing you have to crank in the East Wing. That's one place. There's another place in the basement we've just been to, where the... no, that's not the... there's another place as soon as you get out via the statue of the goddess. There's a place you need to insert something. There's the library where you need to insert it into the jack. It might be useful for more than a single thing. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Let's arrange the items so that the bottom row here is just quest items. It would be so much simpler for us to work together. Memo, jail, power panel. Look, presumably the ideal is that I pull the lever, everything gets opened up, and all hell breaks loose. I don't have my nade anymore. All I have is my pitiful little pistol with a bit of ammo. Now, I can try to gun every single zombie down. Even if I get maimed a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. I guess I can heal. I would prefer to avoid that, though. But I don't want to run past them. I would really like to be able to check every single cell and find every single item that's out there. And for that, I will need to dispatch every single zombie. And for that, I presumably should use the shotgun. And for that, I presumably should craft shotgun shells. As much as I hate the idea of depriving myself of future magnum ammo. The power panel is out. Is it? Can the person in charge of it please take care of it? ASAP. I assume everyone knows, but since the jail's power panel is old as hell, we're gonna need those custom power panel pods no one makes anymore. There should be a few in the generator room. You've gotta be kidding me. So I can't even do that to myself yet. Huh. Well, I wasn't looking forward to pulling that switch anyway, but apparently it wouldn't even work. Not quite yet. Addendum, I got word that there's only one of those power panel pods in the generator room. The guy that's here to fix the bell in the clock tower should have another. Are you kidding me? I got word that there's only one of those power panel pods in the generator room. The guy that's here to fix the bell in the clock tower should have another. So someone swipe. I mean, ask him nicely for it, please. You're telling me that in order to pull that, I need two pods. In order to get those pods, I need to go both to the generator room and to the clock tower. So I need to first get access to these two places. I still don't exactly know how. You know, the generator room's to the east, in the basement, but the clock tower, I have no clue. Then I have to get those pods, go down here, fix the panel, pull the lever, unleash the zombies, get the keycard, and then get out of the garage?
Yes, Weston, there's a clear, concise, and accurate summary of the things you're about to do.
Find the power panel pods. Seems that way, yes.
What in the world?
Indeed. Okay, just to make absolutely positively sure. And if it all goes to hell, I can always reload. Anticlimactic as hell? It does nothing. It does nothing. It doesn't free them. Which is kind of good and kind of bad. Because once again, it does nothing. Presumably there's stuff in those cells I would like to get my hands on. I can presume all I want, it's gonna do me no good. So I'll have to return here.
Correct.
To the jail section.
Precisely.
After I get through the parking garage. Well, not after I get through it in the sense of solving any issues. I'll just have to go through the parking garage to be able to reach the jail after I find the pods, the clock tower, and the generator room in order to finally be able to fix the panel, pull the switch, free the zombies, which I'll then have to gun down. And then and only then will I be able to get the card I need out of his cell, of the informant's cell. To which point I'll be able to swipe that and get out of the garage. Well, too, I don't know, but there's a cop car right there. Revving to go. So I might just drive off into the distance, into the sunset. Do I want to go into the kennel?
No, you don't, Past Weston, but it's not about what you want.
Do I? Presumably there's more zombie dogs there.
That's what a kennel is for.
They're gonna savage me. I'm tempted to just go upstairs. I can't really save, now can I? Maybe it would be more prudent to go to the firing range first.
No, please, knock yourself out. No, I'm serious. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, the path through here leads upstairs on one hand to the east wing and to the firing range on the other hand. Whereas over here I would be going to the kennel and the morgue. And by the very names alone I can tell that these are horrible places I want to visit as a last resort. When everything else fails, because they're presumably filled with zombies, zombie dogs, and other beasties. I don't necessarily look forward to that happening. I don't have the ammo, the weaponry, anything really to deal with that. And besides, I would prefer to be able to save first. As unlikely as this may be. Since basically nothing has happened quite yet. But I don't want to have to walk through these cutscenes all over again. Alright, so the path upstairs is inaccessible. That shouldn't surprise me one bit. Anyone here practicing those shooting skills? Presumably there's gonna be a zombie out there in the firing range. Little raccoon statue. How quaint. I don't want to practice my accuracy because... oh, yeah, because I don't want to waste my ammo. What do we have here? A box! The raccoon den! I'll humor you. What's inside the box? Tin storage box. There's something inside. Some gun pods. Key. A well-worn key. Car number 7439. It's unlikely it's to the car that's running out there. It's well-worn indeed. That's confusing. Car key. The ignition key for a car. Its blade is bent. Okay. I guess I'll need that further down the line when I need to unlock the doors to the car. But for now, it's basically useless to me. Equipment disposal notice. Item to be disposed. Key to patrol car 7439. Details bent. Key no longer usable. But can still open the car's doors and trunk with its keyless entry buttons. I understand. I understand. The idea is the car is already running. So I won't need it for that purpose. But I still need to open the doors. Could break the glass and just get in via a window, but you know what, never mind. Could get in through the windshield for all I care. A message from Mr. Raccoon. Howdy, boys and girls, it's your old pal from the Raccoon City Zoo. It's always great to see you. Today, I want to talk about something really important to me. You know my popular Mr. Raccoon toys. Well, I heard some bad kids have been using them for target practice. But that makes me really sad. Good little kids wouldn't be that mean, right? Plus, it's super dangerous, so just don't do it. Anyway, see you at the zoo. Mr. Raccoon out. Yeah, but it's not like it's a statue of the goddess that I can find stuff in, right? I don't think I should shoot the little raccoon. Or should I? I mean, it's trivial to do so, but I don't think there's a purpose to it. Although, it's not like it's a subtle hint. So if there is a point to it, then maybe it ought to be done. Or maybe it's just a waste of ammo. Can I spare a single bullet? Well, there it is. There it is. There's the door that requires the final type of key. As far as the suits are concerned. The diamond key. It's the diamond key door. How about this? Okay, this is a shooting gallery interior. If you guys get up, and at this point someone presumably should. Oh, shotgun shells, yes, yes. I can nail you. I'm sorry, what? The firing range has been cleared out. The only thing that remains over there is the diamond keyed doll, which is inaccessible to me for obvious reasons. All I can see inside is a red plant. No good, no use to me. This has been cleared out, this is locked, this is locked, this is blocked, so the only way is through the kennel and the morgue. Oh. I do not like this one bit. Yeah, how many times have I already mentioned that? I think you get the picture. Okay, one of two options. Either, even when zombified, they still howl, or there might be a man's best friend over there that hasn't been zombified because it's locked.
Perhaps the blood-curdling, crazed, violent growls will tip you off.
Is that a blue herb? No, it's a... That's the blue herb! Yes! Yeah, don't teach me about blue herbs. I will increase my stamina permanently soon enough, but I need to get to my item chest, and I'm not about to go back to the parking garage.
No one said the stamina increase was permanent, Vestin.
If I trek all the way back to the statue of the goddess, can I possibly use it there? Is that the place where I can use it? The keyword being if. I can't go there because, inconveniently enough, the path has collapsed because of the charger, whatever the hell you call that thing. I think it was called G. You know, last time I walked into a room like that was in Resident Evil 0. And when that happened, I do distinctly recall that even starting out on full health, I had to run through that room a dozen times or so before I actually managed. Now that may largely be a skill issue, but nevertheless, I don't look forward to this. Last time I did that, the best, most sensible thing to do, counterintuitively, was to try to run through the entire thing. What? Look at the size of that thing! Is that a cat carrier or something? Or are you training police chihuahuas over here? What are you people doing? I understand these huge kennels for huge police dogs, but this is insane. This is where I draw the line? Really? There are two possible reactions. Haha, you can't get out, or shoot it while it's behind bars. Or save ammo, figuring it's not gonna get out. Or assuming that you'll shoot the bars if you try to shoot right here. Let's try to give this a go, shall we? Let's try to gun it down while it's trapped. It's bound to get out the moment I...
I can only speculate what happens if you don't do this, but that's one of the choices I'm proud of in this playthrough.
That was what? 5 bullets in total or something like that? 4? To kill 3 of these guys? Look, I don't know what triggers operate here. Perhaps they stay locked up forever and nothing bad happens. But in case that's not true, I think what I've done was so incredibly smart and proactive that it cannot be understated. The last thing I need was for me to say, cross this fire hydrant and have one of them, or all of them, or 2 of them just get out of there and try to kill me. Right? The health I would have lost, the amount of stress that would have caused, compared to a few measly bullets correctly placed while they are still behind bars. I get it, it's a survival horror game. So the smart thing to do is to conserve your ammo. Well, guess what? I think that was ammo well spent. Well, guess what? This path leads to a corridor that's cordoned off over here in the middle, and then there's the door to the morgue. What good will that do me? And I've been through so much so far. That the thought of going through all of this again displeases me greatly. You put the crank in here, don't you? Somewhere around here. Right? There's gotta be... Yes. That's the ticket. Alright. So... I can lift this, get over here, and enter the generator room. But that's about it. I may find one part that I need, but other than that, that's no good. And it doesn't lead anywhere further. I think I'll have to enter the morgue sooner or later, and might as well have that be sooner rather than later. So just be ready. I have my shotgun, I have my pistol. Anything else? Blue herb. A blue herb? The blue herb is used to remove toxins. Oh no. Toxins? Am I about to see spiders? I don't feel spiders as much as I feel regular. Why is it that in these games I always feel the most pathetic enemies the most? Those measly, silly, slow zombies. What's so scary about them exactly? There's nothing to them. They're pathetic. And yet they frighten me. Maybe because they're so human. Maybe it's the uncanny valley. Because they're almost like us, but not quite. Okay. Okay. You can unleash whatever's inside over there. And that applies to every single one on... No. That applies to all of them on both sides. Why am I doing this to myself? Well, it's there for a reason. I do not understand. Anything of note on this guy? The diamond key! And there's another guy right there. No! And I don't have any sub-weapons.
What the?
I mean, that was to be expected, wasn't it? Of course he was gonna get up. Now you're severely injured. Nothing. Lower it. How about here? That looks like a crimson head. Alright, so there's one right there. A crimson head from what I can tell. That's going to be a doozy to dispatch. Why am I even bothering? If I'm not prepared to dispatch them, what's the point in dragging these out? Am I seriously hoping... Read the document, Weston. Autopsy record number 53477. Name of deceased, Justin Hansen. Male Caucasian, 37 years old. Observations. Found dead in jail cell bed by staff. Hands are still clenched tight due to rigor mortis, which should be coming to an end. It's highly likely that he died just after lights out. Deceased was a known kleptomaniac, incarcerated multiple times. Incredibly, he would steal even while in jail. Though that was consistent with his clinical diagnosis. Nothing here. Red plant over there. Hey, I can combine the herbs. Mixed herb. Red and blue. This blend of two different herbs removes toxins, plus it reduces damage taken and guards against poison for a short period. Which will be incredibly useful further down the line. But for now, it kinda isn't. Yeah, that's just bugs. Kinda scary, but not dangerous. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, so there's two more. I've cleared out the morgue. Let's leave that Crimson Head over there. I'm better off without that nonsense. Okay. Tell you what, I have a choice now. I can either head on over here to the Diamond Doll, or I can proceed past here to the generator room. I think the smart thing to do is to head on back. Through the kennel. And hope that I find the typewriter, ink ribbons, item chest, all of those things over there. Right, to the firing range, come on. You can do it. If I run, I make more noise that way. I get places faster that way. Open it all. Do the dinosaur. You know, locking myself in here is not gonna help me, is it? If I fail, I'm just gonna die. Roll film. Yes, roll it indeed. I could have blinded them. Yeah, a little too late for regrets here, Weston. A little too late for regrets. There's a red plant here. And that's all that's left. I've decapitated both of them. No more ammo left in the shotgun. That's it. That's the only thing that's left here. The only place I can go now is the generator room. Well, here's hoping it's a perfectly safe spot. With no threats whatsoever. That I can easily get through. Maybe it's a place with a typewriter. Maybe I can just save there. Well, this is the most gruesome stretch I've been through so far. Mostly because I got mauled so early on. Decided not to carry any healing with me despite all the inventory space. All the inventory space. Yeah, fancy that. Really? Also, I got grabbed even though I've managed to decapitate that zombie. Its body has managed to snatch me right as I blew its head off. I was moments away from the agony of defeat. Squirrel crank, a crank that belongs to something with a square-shaped slot. How many are there? Is this only usable here? I don't think so, because I've seen other shutters and presumably they use the same mechanism. So hopefully I'll be able to retrieve the crank. Yes. Still have the crank on me. It's okay, Leon. You're gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. You're gonna be a happy camper very soon. Please be safe. Oh, hell no. Well. Oh. Hello there. Your inventory is full. Yes, I know. I could combine the red herb with the green herb. Discard item. Can't. Okay, the only way you can discard an item, apparently, is if you completely throw it away. Never intending to use it again. Which, of course, is bad news. No kidding. Well, I can gobble this up. And I can gobble the green plant. It's not gonna do me any favors, though.
It kinda is, and you can combine herbs when picking them up.
I need... Yeah, whatever, I'm kinda shielded for a while, but... Boxed electronic pod. Gee, that's great, that's sweet. Gunpowder, but I can't actually pick it up effectively. Unless I decide to combine it with that and get more shotgun shells. Thankfully you can combine things on the fly. Wait, if you can combine things on the fly, I can heal to full.
Let's wait for the penny to drop. Any second now.
No, I can't, because I don't have any inventory slots left. Well, there's one way I can do this. If I combine gunpowder over here with the yellow gunpowder, I can make shotgun shells, which I can load into the shotgun, which frees up a slot, which means that I can pick up the green herb, that I can then combine with the red herb, that I can use to heal to full, at which point I'll have an empty inventory slot.
I'll just go back to the item box.
Yeah, at which point I'm gonna get savagely mauled by something and we'll have to do all of that all over again. Got to have more shells. Pick up this. Not in the mood for unpleasant surprises. I'm usually not in the mood for unpleasant surprises, but now more than ever. I'm so glad I've taken care of this ahead of time. My goodness, am I glad. Just picture this. Every single time I'd go over there. If I were to be treated to another mutt. Zombie mutt getting unleashed and then trying to maul me to death. Wouldn't that be something? And I've avoided all of that by just handling them ahead of time. Combine these herbs. I know I want to combine blue and red. Cute and everything, but no. Examine. This blend of 2 different herbs will fully restore your health. Yummy in my tummy. Yummy. Do I have this equipped? Yes, I do, because if you have nothing equipped, you auto-equip the only thing you can equip as you pick it up, I guess. This is still inaccessible. How do I even unlock this? No, seriously, how do I unlock this? From the other side? Well, that seems to imply that there's a way to get to the others. I've cleared out all of these places. So the only place I can go right now is go directly to jail. Do not pass go. But I only have one part. What about the one from the clock tower? Does the mysterious Lady Ada Wong have it? Out of sheer curiosity. Hypothetically, zombies can get in now, but if I need to get in the car in a hurry, well, I've just done myself a favor. You know what would be nice? A typewriter, ink ribbons, wouldn't they always be nice? Wouldn't they always? These guys can get up at basically any point. What am I gonna do? Box containing an electronic spot. Electronic part. A small electronic part. Examine it, I guess. Power panel part. A custom part for the power panel. Quaint. Impressive, really nice. Now
let's see Paul Allen's power panel part.
That really doesn't help. I can't... Listen, if they all get out, I don't care that I'm full on health. That's not gonna save me. Alright. I'll plug it in. Now what? That's not enough. That doesn't get the job done. That's just one of the 2 pods. The other one's at the clock tower. There's no way for me to get there. So what exactly am I supposed to do? I can't just pull the lever and unleash the zombies even if I wanted to. In my utter folly. This door is locked. That door is also locked. All of those places have been explored. So what exactly am I supposed to do? Let's say that I decide to go back to the underground facility. There's the middle part. I can get as far as over here. Then hypothetically go downstairs. And that's as far as I can possibly go. So I can hypothetically reach my item box should I desperately want to. So technically I didn't have to combine items. Technically I could have gotten away with just going to the item box and then dropping off whatever there was to drop off.
That's one useful thing Past Western has managed to figure out at this particular point in time. However, I agree that the entire situation is somewhat confusing.
I'm out of ideas.
All the places are either marked as cleared out or are inaccessible. So logically speaking, it seems like there's nothing I can do.
The only thing to do in the future is... I need the second part of the panel to be able to pull this. If I pull this now, nothing will happen. Frankly, if something does happen, it's going to be tremendously bad, because that will just unleash all the zombies. And I don't have the ammo, or anything really, to deal with all of them. I'm at a loss. Hold on. The key. Call. Was it for that call? Or was it for some other call? Let's check. Oh, I've already used this. Call number 7439. It would make sense to be that call. 7439. 7439. Anything in the trunk? Gun stock for Matilda. Well, at least eventually it occurred to me that it could have been another call. I've made an assumption, and that assumption was unwarranted. Okay. I've opened up the trunk of the call, acquired a gun pod, but that really doesn't resolve my issue, does it? It's cute as it is. Custom part for the Matilda that allows the gun to fire 3 rounds per pull of the trigger. That is certainly going to come in handy. I don't think I will necessarily ever want to fire the gun without firing 3 times. Will I? Cute though it may be, as nice of an idea as it may seem to try to save ammo, no, it's just not gonna fly, obviously. The enemies are too powerful, the gun is too paltry. The sort of stuff I can accomplish by just pulling the trigger once and unleashing a single measly bullet? It's basically nothing. There's basically nothing that can be done with that. Install the gem. The film, it's not like I can do much with it. This has already been used up, so might as well put it in the item box too. What, do I take some healing with me? I can combine 3 green herbs, or alternatively a green one and a red one. Doesn't sound like half bad of an idea at this point to carry some healing with me. I do love to have 3 slots for items, but come on now. Okay, I've managed to convince myself. Let's carry a bit of healing. Just 1 unit of full healing, but healing nonetheless. Now what do I do? There's basically nothing to be found here, as should be blatantly obvious. What about back at the police station? Nope, I don't think so. Well, tell you what, the only place I have not yet cleared out is the jail, which seems to suggest to me that maybe, just maybe, one of these cells can be opened? No, surely it's foolish of me to even contemplate. Well, I presume the game is not lying to me. I am building my case entirely upon this assumption. And if it isn't lying to me...
Then what is it telling you, Past Western? What do the colors mean exactly? Because they do have a technical meaning.
And the only place I can head right now, the only place I can head to, the only place I can access, effectively, is the jail. Okay, straight to jail. It's not like I can use this, right? I don't have the card. And to get the card, you know, gotta interact with the guy. I don't even have a lot of ammo for the pistol. Look, even if I were able to unlock all these cell doors, I wouldn't have the ammo to be able to deal with the zombies in there, so that's kind of pointless. That's the sort of circumstance where the grenade would come in handy, but of course I have used up the grenade too. Is there anything else here? Anything I might have possibly overlooked? I can't possibly accomplish anything in jail at this point in time.
I was tempted to spare you all of this pointless meandering, but I do make some vaguely insightful observations, so bear with me.
Open shutter. That's interesting. So it doesn't actually release all of them, it opens the shutter, allegedly. What shutter? That makes sense. Presumably it opens the cells. I don't know. Maybe it does what it says on the tin. Maybe it doesn't. But the most obvious interpretation would be that once I collect the parts, I go to that guy's cell, get the card, run past the zombies or blind them or something. Insert the card here, get in my car, find Claire, and we ride off into the sunset. This place has been cleared out entirely, as is evident by what the map says. So the only thing I can think of right now, a thing that is not particularly smart to begin with, is that I could hypothetically drag out the zombie that seems to be a Crimson Head and then fight it. Why would I ever choose to do that? I can't quite tell you. It sounds like a terrible self-defeating idea. I have been shown in no uncertain terms, as far as the map is concerned, that all of these rooms have been cleared out except for the jail. And once again, I make the sensible, I think, assumption that there's nothing in the jail I can acquire quite yet. So, what on earth? Yeah, I can say that a couple more times. I don't think it's doing anyone any good at this point.
Basically a step away from saying Future Vestin cut out this part of the footage, and yet...
Been running around like a headless chicken for quite a while now, accomplishing sweet FA.
The solution is about to be discovered.
And the save point is so far away that the thought of redoing this just kills me. And yet I'll presumably have to if I get brutally mauled to death by the Crimson Head. So I ask myself once again, what is there to do? If I could unlock this and head upstairs, I would have some ideas. But I can't.
You can do it, Past Vestin. Think, why is the door locked?
It's not like I've missed any doors, have I?
No, but the color blue doesn't mean that you're done with a room, it just means you've taken all the items from it.
Well, I haven't gone around the bend in the generator room, now have I?
Indeed you haven't.
Okay, so that's another thing I can hypothetically do.
And it's much more appealing than fighting the damn Crimson Head, because basically anything is.
It does sound like stupidity is the only option, because this room has been cleared out. There's nothing for me to find here, other than... not so quick and not so certain death. What could be there around the corner? It's not like it even shows me that there's any sort of door or something. But maybe what I find around the corner is a cutscene where Ada Wong intervenes yet again and tells me that I really should look out for myself instead of barging into these undead puppies. Recklessly. I don't know. I think I have to go around the corner and find out, even though I am told, quite explicitly by the map, everything has been cleared out. I don't want to walk into enemies unnecessarily. I don't like that growling one bit. Yeah, no kidding. I'm reasonably calm though. I feel reasonably calm. Hello? So that only tells me that a given room has been cleared out of items. It doesn't mean that it's all clear. Why are the doors locked? Presumably you pull the lever, you unlock the doors. Does that apply to the jail as well? Presumably not. Presumably you don't lift the shutters from the jail, not these shutters in the parking garage, otherwise it would make no sense to have this card reader here. So what shutters is that talking about? No clue. But hopefully once I pull this, this door will unlock. That's the most important door. Then I'll be able to head upstairs. Oh boy. I don't know what these correspond to though. Will I be shown? Is there a manual out there? Oh, I don't like this. Let's start with the third one. Oh, I see. You're supposed to regulate the power so it's in the red zone. Aren't you? Tell you what, there are 2 states and there are 4 switches, so that's 2 to the power of 4, which is not that much. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3. It's right there. I could blind it. Yes. All you know, the alternative is that it's gonna maul me. Blind maul, blind get mauled, blind get mauled. It wasn't actually though. Two shots left. I've done absolutely... Well, I might have... No, I might have blinded it. Oh. It presumably breaks... Well, I might have just prevented an easier passage being opened for me, but you know what? I don't care. Is this crawl space crawlable? Presumably not. Presumably a point of ingression for the dogs, though. Oh, shut it, you. It's permanently down and out, isn't it? Well, my map presumably isn't lying to me, and presumably releasing stuff in the jail is what you do once you collect the parts. So, we're heading upstairs. Through here. So, I'll be able to get to the boiler room and to this little nook and cranny. Presumably you can save in the break room, although what do I know? Hold on, how does this connect to the rest of the station? Because I would like to get to the rest of the station. I would mostly prefer to be able to save as soon as possible. If that's at all in the cards. Just slay them when you see them. That's it. It's as simple as that. Literally don't let them get to you. Oh no. Well, that's going to be one hell of a section to redo. You're in caution. You're probably gonna die. Run past the doggy. Oh! Yeah, you used to have a throat. That's great. I don't have the ammo to deal with this, though. Oh no! Well... I was fully prepared to have to reload entirely, and for a variety of reasons it still makes perfect sense to do that. However... I could avoid that should I choose to. It's not entirely inevitable at this stage, if you can believe that. Because, first of all... Oh, well, no, I just need to use the green one. I was just in orange. You can see how nervous I am. But yeah, I could hypothetically stock up on shotgun ammo, take these bad boys out. Or, you know, try to run past them like this is a survival horror game. Bye-bye potential magnum ammo, I guess. Yeah, I think we are loading up on shotgun ammo. I think that is the way to go. Once again, I could hypothetically reload. It's not out of the cards. I could try to run past them. That's also perfectly viable. I can try to optimize, get this done some other way. But I think coming out blasting, then possibly healing, and then getting back to the station might be the best option. Certainly an amusing thought. I'm spending those resources. Oh, come on. Oh no, there's 3 of them. It's not like I can deal with this. It's too many. Well, guess what? It's one of those circumstances. One of those circumstances one reaches in Resident Evil games where one figures, I'm not ever going back there again unless strictly necessary. It's one of those times. I could have pulled out the Crimson Head out of the morgue, my goodness, I could have. Wouldn't have been the brightest of ideas, but I could have done that. There's this door that's still locked. I'll have to get to it. And of course, there's my grand escape that involves the jail, the clock tower, and all that. But we will get there when we get there. For now, I'm over here, relatively safe. Trying to decapitate every last one of those puppies would have been a bit too much for me. Oh, this seems safe. I feel safe already. It's a brightly lit room. I like those. Gotta barricade those windows. But I can't, because I don't have the planks to do so. Oh, this is where you come out. The break room. Sounds very tempting. I could use a break. I do need a break. Certainly do. Oh. Can you play some music, please? Here's the typewriter. A nice little fedora. Mag ammo. 3 times. Thanks, but I don't have the Magnum yet. Not that I'm complaining over here. Well, certainly. Oh, that's the item box. Oh, thank goodness. I'll certainly use this up as soon as I get the opportunity to. Combine. Oh, Matilda now takes up 2 slots. Well, Matilda, you're a big girl, aren't you? This is damage taken and guards against poison for a short period. I don't know, those herbs don't seem particularly useful. I think they're just a temporary boost. Yes, and that temporary boost could be life-saving in certain circumstances, like, you know, boss fights. Yes, but can I carry all of this with me at all times? Is that what we're doing? It's in the locker. High-grade gunpowder. Well, it's much appreciated. Electrical part. Fuse. Fuse? I fixed the... I fixed the panel? Fuse, break room hallway. An electric fuse, break room hallway shutter is written on it. Break room hallway, fuse. Gotcha. How's this room? Not cleared out yet. Not cleared out yet? What is to pick up? Oh, pistol ammo. Reload. Thank goodness. Right, turn on the lights. Music. Yes. I could have effectively thrown in the towel. I could have looked at the situation and thought to myself, you know what? I can't do it. It's too rough. I have taken too much damage. I've expended too much ammo. I just can't do it. I could have thought to myself, I will reload. I will reload and try this entire section again with the knowledge, the full knowledge of what was coming. Or what was coming anyway. But I didn't. I didn't. I decided to eat the bullet. I decided to take the damage. I decided to heal up. I decided to spend the resources, craft the ammo, and try to shoot the dogs. Then I have changed my mind immediately upon discovering that there were about 3 of them in the parking lot and then at least 1 out there waiting for me in the next hallway. So I didn't. I ran past them and I got all the way to the break room. Right here, that I have just cleared out.
If you pay close attention, you can spot the exact frame where my heart breaks.
Yeah, I was about to give you an outro. Of course I was about to give you an outro, thinking, okay, I'm now going to approach this typewriter here, and I'm going to use my ink ribbon. Wait a minute. I don't have an ink ribbon. I have not been granted one. Not yet. Okay. And how am I supposed to be granted one? How exactly is that supposed to happen? Because from what I can see, all I can do is fix this shutter right here, and then I can access places I've already been to. It's not much progress though, aside from the possibility of reaching the linen room. However, that liquor is still out there. And I still don't have the magnum, so that's not particularly reassuring. The only thing that comforts me as a possibility, a remote possibility at that, is that I may possibly find an ink ribbon in the hallway. Although, what are the odds of that? Tell you what, let's not repair the shutter until I clear out this place. For all I know, a zombie is going to break in through the window. Oh no, I don't have any... Listen to the music. Immediately changing. A second window. He will have to... Third window. Oh, great. Kablamo! Decapitated. Another decapitation. Remember, short controlled bursts.
Do this.
Slumped. Oh, great. Great, wonderful. There are 4 windows for me over here to barricade if I want to actually be safe. And guess what? If you don't actually deal with all the windows, you might as well not deal with any windows. Now that is a knife. So I couldn't possibly save in the break room because I don't have an ink ribbon. And, well, the good news is I do believe I've cleared out the East office entirely. Well, in that case, my only hope is that my good old friend Marvin has an ink ribbon on his undead corpse. On his undead shambling corpse. Fuse box. Break room hallway. I'm sorry, buddy.
Son of a bitch.
Last thing I need is to be caught by you, okay? Through the east office and out to the main hall. Nowhere is safe. I know. Banging on the well, everything really. Yeah, we are about to visit Malvin, but... oh wait, no! One good thing is that I have this fancy-looking key. I swear, this has got to be the longest section I've ever gone through. Without saving. No, please.
Marvin. Oh no. Damn it.
And thankfully you don't get to fight him
I'll
for
stop this, Lieutenant. I promise.
such a prolonged amount of time. Now we can access the computer? No, we cannot. You can't access this again? Well, opened up a path anyway. Alright, Leon is fine. He doesn't have much ammo though, so that's a bit of a concern. A bit of a problem. Now the list of places he can access can be enumerated quite quickly and quite easily. The break room sounds cute and everything, but what is the purpose? Oh, the windows, I need so many planks. Otherwise this place will soon be crawling and soon be repopulated by zombies. Yeesh. I also still don't have that extra button, and I don't think you can remove the previous one. If you can, I'm going to be so sorely disappointed. Club and heart, I don't have those. Was there any place, that presumably was, that required the diamond key up here? I don't think so. So let me get this straight. Is the only place I haven't visited over here the damn linen room? Tell you what, presumably the linen room requires the diamond key. I have already speculated that I could not have gotten there anyway had I tried, and that my regrets were thus pointless. How do we reach that? We could go... If you go to the library upstairs, you reach the 3rd floor via the ladder, and then what? Go through the west storage room? That path is blocked.
Yeah, because of the bookcase.
So that's no good. The path via the lounge is not open yet, so the only way is through the west office, upstairs, via the shower room. Ammo check first. Goddamn zombies out there. It's the only gunpowder I have, so I can't even craft additional ammo, even if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to take the red jewel with me. I'm going to leave the square crank here. Wait, there was a... No, that's not the only place. The square crank, I believe... Oh, there was some place I could use it, but where was that? Where was that? Some place to plug it into. Crank handle slot, yes. Through the waiting room and over here. That's the path to the chief's office. The private collection room. Ah, that allows me access to plenty of places. Grants me access, yes. So it's between going to the linen room, presumably, possibly crossing the liquor, or using the crank to deal with this. I'll go to the linen room first. What are the odds of being able to find an ink ribbon in the linen room? I think if I want my ink ribbon the quickest, I should go to the chief's room. I should go with the crank. I am not redoing all of this, am I? It's as if I can't help myself sometimes, but my gut instinct, which is almost always wrong, Vestin, my gut instinct is telling me, no, we're going to the linen room first. I wanted to go there so long. What if we encounter anything that is a possible threat? Do we immediately do a 180? Because that wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Just 180. Give up immediately. And head on back. Okay, this upstairs linen room. Can this be done? We are not going to the linen room.
I'm proud of you, Vestin, for actually not going through with it. And possibly, quite likely, dying after around 90 minutes of not being able to save.
It's amazing how many times I wanted to go to the linen room, and have decided against it. Wisely, I would say. Okay, a little cranky crank. Let's head upstairs, get to the chief's office, and find that damn ink ribbon. Presumably without a typewriter, because why should anything go my way, ever? What a section, my goodness. So wait, I have full shots in my shotgun, no further ammo to collect, and all that works in my favor is that I've got this little cranky crank that I want to take for a spin. That's it. That's the extent of my wealth and of my plan. Gee, that's brilliant. Okay, here's the plan. If there aren't that many zombies, I might try to blast them. But first and foremost, let's get to the chief's office. Presumably, that's still kind of holding. And presumably, there's a typewriter there. Come on, chief. Don't fail me here. Presumably, this is the final use of the crank. Or maybe you also need to use it, you know, down in that place that we have last reached via the statue of the goddess. Whatever, we shall see. How many zombies are on the other side? Any lickers? Maybe we'll have another encounter with that charger guy. Wouldn't that be amusing? Wouldn't that be amazing? Because we know he's down but not out, but presumably he's in the bowels of the facility. Finding some ammo over here in the corridor would not be kind. That would actually be pretty cruel, because then they'd be saying, here's something for you to collect. We're not going to end your suffering quite yet. No, that would be too kind for you. But here, take this and deal with additional threats. It requires the hard key.
You know what they say about mice and men.
I'm done with the crank, though. So that's good. Stop it, suspenseful music. Alright, so that place needed a crank, but presumably with a different bit at the end. This crank can be safely either discarded or left in my item box. To what end, I do not know. I love collecting these, but obviously they serve no purpose. They're explicitly marked as having been used. Why they don't disappear of their own accord is also a mystery, but hey, why not? There's some film I would love to develop, but I don't think we can access the darkroom in any way. The West Wing has been cut off. So let's not worry about that. I have some healing, 4 shots in the shotgun, and I have a choice. I either want to go upstairs or downstairs. Once we access this spot, which hasn't been cleared out in its entirety, but there's presumably something at the far end that I can't reach. Once we... I'm not going to be able to clear it out. What am I even talking about? Well, from here on, I can either go downstairs to the interrogation and observation rooms alongside a corridor, or I can head upstairs to the east storage room, the balcony, and so on. I think I want to go upstairs because the east storage room sounds like a place with a typewriter. Why they keep typewriters in storage rooms, I cannot say. At the very least, it's probable that there'll be items there. And items can, well, prolong my suffering effectively. Still need a combination to this save. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat?
Unfortunately, you're basically out of ammo, so we will not hear the bullets rip to the sound of the beat.
I also need plenty of planks to be able to deal with the eastern part. Speak of the plank and it shall appear. No zombies, please. Flash grenade. Yeah, whatever. Storage room right through there. Reloading. So it doesn't effectively take up an inventory slot, which is valuable in and of itself. But also, I get the ammo. Another fedora. Glorious. Yes, I love those. But, can I please instead get a typewriter? That's not particularly bright, but there's a plant here, so there's some hope. What? Right. There's a wheel for you to turn. Oh no. A large gear for the clock tower? Can't cope with this. So where exactly do I save?
If this seems particularly slow and anticlimactic, then do realize that I was desperately banking on finding increments over here, possibly a typewriter, having this be a safe room. And a save room.
Alright, what about the balcony then? I can clear out these storage rooms soon enough, but what about the balcony? Don't tell me I have to search basically every single room on every single floor in order to be able to find that single increment. What? The rain? It's the least of your worries, Leon. Yeah, whatever. And a ladder that leads downstairs onto the roof. And that leads where? Over here? To the boiler room. Do you save in the boiler room? Look, I just wanna save right now. I've been through enough. I don't want to have to... Oh, no! No, Leon, no! Can you get back? No, okay, fine. Things as if they couldn't get any worse. Great!
Damn it.
Well, I hadn't investigated that room sufficiently. I don't have the gear. Great, that's the crashed helicopter. What is this? So what did I accomplish with that? Oh, right, the system, right, the water should flow up, but I need to fix the pipes. I would love to extinguish this. Great. Just wonderful. So there's the path over here to the other end of the corridor. Reload. Glorious. 15 shots. That's exactly what I need. Really bright, loud red benches over here. Talk about a landmark. And then there's the stuff down there. I don't know, do I go over here and just purposefully meet up with some zombies on fire? Or do I go to the boiler room and encounter Logos knows what? Possibly zombie dogs. Why? Why? Saving, please? No, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna save in a corridor. A wilted red flower. That's cute. Yes. Yeah, but that's presumably the final thing in this corridor that hasn't been taken care of. This silly little red plant. That's it. Yeah, you've seen it. You've marked it. So what? Do I extinguish the chopper in order to be able to get through? Is that what I need to do? That doesn't even sound like growling. Something through the... Look, I just want to save. What am I about to encounter? A maniac with a chainsaw? Oh, hello there. What will you... Yeah, you're probably heroes of your own stories. But I don't care to hear those stories. Nice outfit. Left or right? Did that fix anything? Fine. For now, let's keep it there. Once I learn what this actually does, I might make more informed choices. Alright, I'm in the boiler room. That's not a place where you find a typewriter ordinarily, is it? But it is apparently a place where you can find an ink ribbon. There's just one small problem with that. I don't have access to a typewriter anymore, do I? Seriously, how am I supposed to get to a typewriter now? That's what I need. Access to a typewriter. Oh. Presumably there's a zombie behind that door, so watch out. Ready your weapon. And ready your knife. Because here it comes. Someone lose a key? Oh, yes. Tell you what, I did not expect the room behind the boiler room, of all places, to feature a typewriter. I didn't expect whoever works here to have to provide documentation, but apparently that is the case. And it's not like I'm going to horribly complain about such a state of affairs, because it benefits me greatly. My goodness. I am ditching the diamond key for now. Let's take this key, which is the club key. Announce it to me. Club key, a club-shaped key. Which grants me access to yet another room I can't actually access because there's a licker in the way. But other than that, I'm just peachy keen. But for now, believe it or not, I'm going to save. I think I deserve to. And now, in actuality and not merely in theory, my goodness, thank you all oh so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.